You're staring at your portfolio. It looks like a crime scene. And there's that one coin, that one annoying coin, down 40%, down 60%, down 80%. And every single day you ask yourself the same brutal question. Should I just sell it? Or should I wait? It's a horrible place to be. You feel stuck, paralyzed, trapped by a decision you made months ago. So you do nothing. You wait, you hope, and the bag just keeps getting heavier and the bleeding doesn't stop. Today, we end the confusion. I'm going to show you how real traders and investors deal with bags that aren't coming back. We're going to break down the exact frameworks they use to know when to cut, when to hold, and when to rotate. This is the strategy that separates the pros from the people who hold bags all the way to zero. If you're ready to stop guessing and start thinking, smash that like button. But let me be crystal clear. I am not going to tell you, sell this specific bag. I am not a financial advisor, and you should never take direct buy or sell advice from some random person on YouTube. Instead, I'm going to give you something much more valuable. A simple 3-question framework that gives you the power to make smart, informed decisions, like a pro. So, let's get into it. This video is for informational purposes only. Crypto assets are high risk and are not suitable for all retail investors. This video is not intended for a UK audience. Let's be real. We've all been there. You bought a coin thinking it was your ticket to the moon. Now it's down 60%. The chart looks dead. The community is gone. The hype has vanished. But you're still holding. And if you're like I used to be, it's probably because you're waiting to break even. Because selling now means 2 things you can't stand. You have to admit you were wrong. You have to lock in the loss and accept the money is gone. So you hold on. You tell yourself, if I wait long enough, it might come back. This mindset, it feels safe. It feels like you're still in the game. But it's a trap. It's a psychological poison called the sunk cost fallacy. It's the tendency to keep pouring energy into a losing position simply because you've already invested so much. But here's the hard truth. If your original reason for buying is dead, the money's already gone. You lost it the moment the thesis broke. The only question left is how much more of your time and opportunity you're willing to lose with it. Let me say this so it burns into your brain. Holding until break even is not a strategy. It's not. You're not managing a portfolio at that point. You're managing your ego. You bought a coin expecting it to be strong and it showed you nothing but weakness. The market gave you clear feedback. Your thesis was wrong. Good traders don't argue with the market. They don't cling to bad ideas. They cut, they rotate, they reallocate their capital to where it can actually work for them. So from now on, you'll stop asking, will this coin go back up? And you'll start asking this one simple power question. Is this coin the best possible use of my capital right now? That's it. And if the answer isn't a loud, immediate, hell yes, then you have your answer. This doesn't just apply to coins that are deep in the red. It applies to coins that are up but are moving sideways, underperforming and sucking up your mental energy. Is that sleepy large cap that's done a 1.5x whilst the rest of the market is doing a 5x really the best use of your capital? Ask the question. Be honest with the answer. And this is why my own portfolio went from over 20 coins last year down to just 10 high conviction plays. I sold some at a loss. I sold some at break even. I sold some for a win. Why? Because they were no longer the best use of my capital. This is called portfolio rebalancing. In the stock market, pros do it 2 to 4 times a year. In crypto, where the market moves 1,000 times faster, pros rebalance their portfolio at least 4 to 6 times a year. Because if you don't, you're not just losing money, you're losing time. And time is the one thing that you can't get back. You think your favorite alt from 2021 is special? You think it's destined to come back? Let me show you a graveyard, because history is absolutely brutal to dead coins. The vast majority of altcoins never reclaim their all-time highs. Ever. Let's talk about some ghosts of past cycles. Ever heard of ICX? Back in 2018, this thing was a monster, a top-tier project. It hit an all-time high of $10. Today, it's worth about 10 cents. That's a 99% drop. It never came back. How about, I don't know, Nano?